Hey everyone, it's Dylan. We're back again for another week here in the shop. We are going to be working on a table that did not go to plan at all. We were going for a different effect, but it actually kind of turned out okay. So you guys are going to get to see what happens there. And then we also have made quite a bit more progress on our chairs that we're really excited to show you guys. We've got them back from the upholstery place and we got some slats in them. So they're looking pretty good. So I think you guys are really going to like them. And before the video starts, subscribe to us because we've been getting some comments that you guys aren't seeing our videos when they show up. So subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell because then you're not going to miss any of our videos. And there'll probably be a bonus video next week too.
So we're taking some 120 grit sandpaper here and we are scuffing up this first layer that we poured so that the next layer that we pour is going to bond to it better instead of both smooth surfaces.
So if you've been watching us for a while, you may have seen us do layered pours in a different way. The other way that you can do it is you time it. So after you do your first pour, wait until the epoxy is about half cured so that you can still kind of press your thumb into it, but so that it's solid enough that the two layers aren't going to mix. And then if you pour your top layer over that, you're actually going to get a chemical bond between the two layers because they're both still curing. Whereas right now, this is going to be more of a mechanical bond, but that's just because we didn't quite get that time window for pouring the second layer. And the scratches do all disappear. I know it looks really bad right now, but they just clear right up. Alright, so we got our layered table demolded. So when you're doing a layered pour, it does take a few extra days just since there is that wait time between the two layers. And just to kind of go over that again, it's about 48 hours. You wait till it's a little tacky, then you pour your next layer on. It actually turned out really good. Sort of hard to see, but you can still see the live edge through there, and then there's that solid layer of black on the bottom that's going to hide the legs. I already sent the client a video. He's really pleased with it. And the next thing we got to do, now this client wants a L-shaped desk, so that's going to be the next piece for him we're making. Okay, so you guys probably remember the table that Sagar and I demolded that did not turn out at all how we expected it to. But it actually turned out pretty cool. Other than that, like if you guys take a look, we did actually sort of get that 3D effect that we were going for inside the resin there. It's gonna pop even more once we get the finish on. We did something a little different for this one too. We've sanded it all the way up to 4,000. We're going to put Osmo on, and then we're going to try and top it off with our ceramic. Essentially what we're trying to do is just get a higher quality surface with less little swirls and scratches from the finishing. So it's a little more work with the polishing, but it should pay off in the long run. Ben is almost done the first coat on the kind of screw up table, but I don't even think we can call it a screw up table anymore because it turned out amazingly. The patterns in the resin are not exactly what I was going for, but they look kind of like stormy water, which is what our client was going for. They're at both ends. So Ben will finish up this first coat, we'll see what it looks like, and then we'll kind of make a plan and figure out how we're going to finish off the rest of this table. Okay, so we're back at Timeless Upholstery, and what are we doing here?
Well, we've come to pick up our prototype chair that Josh has done the seats. He's given us 2 options on our seat stitching, and so we're really excited to be able to pick this up and see how we're doing, see if we have to make any modifications on our chair design.
Let's go check them out.
Yeah, it's really nice. So,
yeah.
So this one here, this is a little bit softer foam and just on the plywood seat.
Okay. Okay. So it's solid.
Just a solid, that original piece that you gave us.
Yeah.
Test that out. You'll be less than impressed compared to those ones.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
did you feel the air release?
Yes, it's better than the other ones.
That's right. Now sit back up and you see how fast it came back up?
Yeah, it doesn't take that time to
That's
fill
right.
back
So
up.
that's right. So this is a little bit softer foam.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm definitely like not impressed with.
Like this one?
No, but you'll see why.
Okay.
Snuggy.
Yeah. Okay. Sit in that one. This is with rubber webbing.
Oh yeah. You don't bottom out.
That's right.
You can feel.
But you get some nice.
There's some spring almost.
Sag and
yeah.
but it pushes you back up.
Yeah.
Right? So you can tell the quality of it.
Yeah, that feels way nicer. Try that.
Okay. Yeah.
You can feel that, hey?
You can't even compare, right?
No.
This one's a little bit trickier because it has the piping along the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So we're a little tighter, but we can adjust it. So we got to stay in between here and there.
Okay, there she goes.
So we're gonna have to feel that out because
Yeah.
once this is a finished product, we don't want to be
Rubbing.
Yeah. But you can see, so you see the pipe in here. You see the detail of how it hides that edge nicely.
Yeah.
Like for this style of chair, this is a good look.
Yeah,
It is.
I
like
personally
that.
think I like that more than the other one.
Yeah, I do too.
So that's the same. Should be the same feel as.
Oh, it's nice and firm. Yeah.
Yeah, and that foam breaks down a little bit too over. You know, if they're using it quite often, even after 6 months of once a day, it'll break down. So this will still
Starts
be
to soften up a bit.
Yeah, it'll soften up a bit, but it'll still have that push, right?
If it were your chair, would you put the hard foam or the soft foam in?
I would put this one.
Yeah? That's what you would go with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of the times you'll see in manufacturers, they'll have the softer foam, which the initial feel sitting down in the showroom or whatever is like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
But then 6 months later, it breaks down even more.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I can feel the bottom or
this
whatever.
isn't so good anymore.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Josh.
Have a great weekend, Josh.
Take
We'll
care.
talk to you soon.
Okay, have a good one, guys.
Thanks, man.
Hey everybody, Chairmaking 101 at the Black Forest with Brad here. Working on more jigs, setups, building of different parts and components. Here's the latest one. I'm going to try and pull us through. get a video of running a particular process on the slats, the back slats. You can see I spent a little bit of time invested into the creation of the jig, and I'll do my best to catch the process. My word, are you kidding me? Look at this. That's my concept. Depth is off a little bit here, but that's my test piece, man. That's a minor setting.
Okay, so you guys just saw the Brad cam where he was making these back slats, and now we're ready to actually put them in the chair. So he still got to cut them down. But this just came back from Timeless, and we're pretty stoked.
We're here, we're going to do our first preliminary test on our slats in the back of our new chair design. So hopefully everything goes well.
Do you think it's going to work?
Well, according to calculation, everything should work. Should all fit together.
Now, this isn't our final shape either for these, is it?
No, it isn't. They're still going to be shaped. Right now we're just dimensionalizing the piece and making sure it's going to fit.
This is a big moment.
This is a very big moment. Pretty exciting to be into our next phase of furniture component construction and design. Then we got to try and get this to fit into all these little holes up here. Shouldn't be too bad.
Put my fingers in there.
Okay, did you get your fingers in there? That must have hurt.
That hurt really good?
Yeah, we purpled them.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's a really good pinch.
That's a good one.
Ouch.
That hurt.
Almost hurt.
That did hurt.
Normally he would punch me in the head when that happened. But it's Friday and it's payday, so.
Yeah.
Very like classic looking chair.
Yeah. Do you touch?
If your butt's back there, yeah. You actually do.
Oh, and look at them curve to your back.
Yeah.
Do they all twist?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. Okay, so here it is. This is our first prototype, kind of completed, of the new chair style. There is a few changes that we actually do want to make with this. If I kind of rotate it this way, you can see that the back here is very vertical. It just goes straight up and down. So when you sit in it, I don't know if you can tell, but my lower back isn't actually, try and pull my shirt tight, my lower back doesn't actually fully contact there. You can see there's a little bit of a gap, and then I'm touching up here. So if I was leaned, if that whole back was leaned just a little bit more, and we have the slats just a little bit farther forward, we'll actually get that full kind of contact on the arch of your back. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna swap out the vertical supports, and hopefully that should look a lot better that way too. So appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for all the support we've been getting, and we will see you probably on Monday of next week for that bonus video. See ya.